talk about the hair and the hat and how many hair colors they went through for you and how many hats they went through for you.
I had one day in a salon. It took about 10 hours. I was sitting there going back and forth to the sink, and they had to gradually get there. They couldn't go full out at the start because if they screwed it up, then and it was all bleach. So they got the formula, and so there's a formula now, and I've had
It's a science.
a few different artists who have been doing my hair, and yeah, I get it bleached every 2 weeks. It's sore. I don't enjoy it, and I'm there for too long. Yeah, it sucks.
And then how many hats did you have to go through to get?
We very little. We have one.
And we have trade different ones on your head?
They don't even have a backup for
They
that,
don't
do
even have a backup for it.
Yeah.
We have one hat, and it is a sacred relic. We don't touch it when we don't need to touch it. We don't move it when it doesn't need to be moved. We have to have eyes on it, and I can't fool around with it.
Yeah.
No, we tried on very little, and it's safe. It smells a little weird now because it's the same hat I've just been putting on my greasy hair.
Well, you can't wash it because it could shrink. And then
Exactly, it changes. So I have a feeling that if this is a long-lived show, by the end of this long-lived show, that's going to be a stinky hat.
Yeah.
They only have one Jughead
For the
hat.
time being.
Yeah.
How many comic books did you guys get when you got these jobs?
Lots.
Yeah, got a whole box of them sent to me.
Yep.
It's good.
We did pretty extensive research for the characters. I used to work at a comic shop, so I've been reading all my life. But we were sent the Revival series. So the Mark Waid, Fiona Staples. We were sent Zdarsky. We were sent the reboots of a lot of the classic comics. So I know that's where the tone of the show wanted to ground itself, and Riverdale fits into that.
Yeah.
So that's where I poured most of my research in.
I kind of had a look, a squiz through a lot of the comics as well, but I wanted to focus kind of solely on the script when I first went into it.
Give us sort of the setup of the show. I think someone said on the panel today, this is not a Age of Innocence story. This is an End of Innocence story, or not a coming of age story. It's an End of Innocence story, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. And is that because of the murder and just sort of how it changes everybody, or is it just past coming up?
I think the murder is used as a catalyst to frame that end of innocence, but I don't necessarily think it's the murder itself. I think, we're, as characters and the age of our characters, we're all at this pubescent state, and we're in that point of high school where we're very introspective and we're trying to judge what we mean and value to the world around us. And I think the murder is there to sort of shade and give that different shades, but I think that's just where the characters are.
And I think that's what separates, that gives us separation from the comics as well. You get to see the darker side of all these characters, and
Sure,
I guess
the more
the murder
human.
kind of stimulates that
Yeah.
side of each character as well.